have it all. I can have it all.
Hi everybody, it's Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. And as you can see, I have a friend on the show today. This is Dr. Audrey Rielle, and she's a success coach, a speaker, and best-selling author of Size Matters: How to Dream Bigger, Step into Your Personal Power, and Start Creating Your Dream Life Today. Dr. Audrey works with women who want to dream bigger and create a life that feeds their souls and makes their hearts sing. She specializes in coaching professionals to create their dream business, get their dream job, and achieve their dream work-life balance. She draws upon metaphysics, business strategy, peak performance, self-empowerment, and psychology to coach her clients to reach their ambitious goals with enthusiasm and ease. Dr. Audrey grew up in France and went to college in England, Spain, and Italy before moving to the United States to complete her MBA and her doctorate degree. After a decade of building a successful business, Audrey's amazing. I'm so excited to talk to her. But after a decade of building a successful career in management, she decided to follow her heart and take her brain with her to start a new heart-centered career in coaching, speaking, and writing. She believes new dreams and desires are guidance from our souls, amen, sister, telling us what to do next to have a fulfilling life. She lives in California, which is just one dream, and empowering others to live extraordinary lives by design. So you can meet her at audreyrielle.com. It's REILLE.com. There's also going to be a link under the video, because she's going to offer a very special gift. So welcome, Audrey.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Christy. It's such a pleasure to talk to you today.
I'm very thrilled that you're here. And so I know that you are like me. We both talk about, how important it is to dream. Dreaming is truly important. And I would love to talk about why is it important to have big dreams, not just little dreams, because some people are like, oh, I have, a little dream. I don't want to dream too big. And I would love to hear from your perspective as the author of, this book, Size Matters. Why do people need to dream big?
Maybe I should start with my definition of a big dream. When I talk about dreaming big, it doesn't come from ego. It doesn't come from greed. It's not about being a celebrity, being rich, being wealthy, and owning things. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about when I say to dream big, the size of the dream is defined by how important it is to you, how much it means to you. So our big dream, it doesn't have to be something that is measured necessarily with numbers. It's about how does that make you feel? What do you really want to experience in your life? And as I just go through life and talk to people that I'm not coaching, just normal people living a normal life, I keep hearing that they're settling. Many times there's something that they want, but there's so much fear attached to it. Or maybe they're not sure that they deserve it, or they don't know how to make it happen. Or maybe they're just in a peer group of people that are wonderful, sweet, loving, but have a common shared belief that there's only so much you can have, or you can only have your fair share, and there's scarcity, there's limitation, and some things are just too hard. And also, oh, who are you to think you can be that? Or who are you to think you can do that? So it really, really, really bothers me because I don't believe in any of it. I think it's just programming, and we are very much capable of achieving exactly what it is that we want. Just looking at my life, I was born and raised in France. My family didn't go to college. They didn't have any formal education. They didn't travel. Where I come from, it's beautiful. It's Provence. It's just incredible. If you ever go as a tourist, you will see it's a wonderful place with wonderful people. But I wanted more. I had a bigger dream. So every time there's something that was really, really important to me, I made a commitment to make it happen. So along the way, I've learned how to do it, what works, and I want to inspire people to at least open their mind to what's possible, because dreaming bigger, what it means is stop saying no to yourself. Stop settling. It's just really being able to appreciate, okay, our desires, they come from our soul guiding us, telling us which direction we need to go. And when we strongly desire something and it makes us so happy just thinking about it, that's our clue right there.
Absolutely.
Something about it.
Yeah, it's true. It's when we're aligned, and it is our soul, it's our higher self, it's the divine, it's source, when we get those inspired desires, when we feel that like, ooh, But what always happens, because, when we birth a new desire, all of a sudden that birthing is asking us to get into an expanded state, to move into the alignment of that desire, to get into a vibrational resonance with it. So what always happens is that the beliefs then come up, because if we didn't have those limiting beliefs that, told us that we couldn't do it, then we'd already have achieved it. We've already moving and resonating in that place anyways. So for you, how do you coach people on getting past, like, when they've just got this new belief, they want to move to California, or they want to, find the love of their lives, or they want to start their own business, or they want to become a coach, whatever it is. And then all of a sudden the talk, that little voice comes in, the beliefs, that are underneath that then fuel that voice. How do you help people get beyond that so that they can still resonate with their desires?
Well, the very first thing I believe we need to do when we are about to make a big decision, like starting a new business, moving to a new country, whatever that might be, anything that's not a little subtle change, but really a big decision, it starts with looking at what's going to happen if you do and what's going to happen if you don't. Because sometimes we feel that if we stay in our comfort zone, then we're going to be comfortable, we're going to be safe. But it's not true, because if we live a whole lifetime of regret, thinking about what could have been, if we don't like where we are, what we do, if we are not enjoying the abundance that we deserve, doing nothing doesn't mean being safe. Doing nothing means that things can potentially get harder and harder for you, because you're being called to do something else and you're trying not to listen. You're trying to not let that happen. So looking, what happens if you do, what happens if you don't? And then it's going to depend on the client. Some are very much left brain, so we look at reality in some really tangible ways. Others not as much, so that will depend on the client. But what matters is when we start by creating a really strong vision of success, and I know you teach that, and I've taken your certification 5 years ago, and that's where it all starts, is that compelling vision of success, being able to see it, be able to already feel what it's going to be like, and being so moved by it that there's no choice anymore. Yeah. Staying in our comfort zone just looks painful, and taking risks, but calculated risks, that doesn't look so scary anymore. Yeah. Because you teach the law of attraction, universal laws, and you're a woman who takes action and makes things happen, and you understand psychology. So when we coach a new client and we touch on all that, on the law of attraction, on the business strategy, mindset, psychology, there's no reason for the client not to succeed. I mean, really, it's almost like a recipe. You put in all the ingredients, and if it's implemented correctly, there is no choice but succeed. So especially if it's a client who understands the divine, who understands she has a higher self that's speaking to her, when she understands that we're not alone, there's guidance, there's assistance, the universe is conspiring to help us. Doors will open, people will show up when we say yes. When we say, okay, I'm doing this. Yeah. The universe goes, great, cool, we're going to have fun. Yeah. let's make it happen for her. Let's help her. So that's how it would work on fears, at least to start with. There's, of course, many more layers and many more things we would do, but we got to start with excitement. Because if we're stuck in fear, nothing's going to happen. Just got to be that excitement, that passion, and that desire, that ability to see what it is we're moving towards.
Well, like I always say, it's about essence. It's like, so if you have a new desire that's birthed within you, that new desire, you think that you're going to feel a certain way when it's manifested. It's like it's that download of the desire that gets us excited, and it's that feeling of joy. And then it's like, okay, well then the hows and the whens and the wheres and all that go through our heads when we don't have that information yet. There's that gap between the desire and then the manifestation of that desire. And so it's our work to then get up to speed with it vibrationally. And we do that by just staying in the essence of it. So we have to figure out, like, what is, having more money going to give me? What's the essence of it? Is it going to give me more freedom, more security, more joy, more abundance? What is that? Quitting my job and starting to be an entrepreneur and starting my own business, making that a really big job, or a big dream. What is the essence of that? How are you going to feel? Is it going to be success? Even I did it too. I lived in the U.S. and moved to Canada, and for me that was a big jump. It was a big thing. moving to Montreal where they didn't speak the same language as me. The coins were different. The way they even, said that the temperature, it's in Celsius versus Fahrenheit. I mean, everything was different. But the essence of that was love and connection because I was with Frederick. And that allowed me to be with him. And not to making that move would have been really, really detrimental for me because I would be settling. I'd be giving up on something that's so beautiful in front of me. And I'm so grateful that I took that leap, even though I was fearful, even though, I did a couple shows ago with Natalie Ledwell, let your fear be your friend. Let that fear, inform you and receive the information from it and then let it go. So I'd love to hear your perspective on that.
Yes, there's power in fear. Obviously, I always tell my clients that we want to live from a place of being fearless, but fears pop up for every single one of us. It's just part of life. And yes, there's value in the message. What is the fear telling us? Sometimes it will turn a feeling into energy or commitment or wanting it even more. So there's the energetic part of it that can be turned around to serve you. But there's also the information. What's the fear telling you? Sometimes the fear is actually warning you about something you can prepare and make sure it doesn't happen. Or maybe the fear is showing you contrast, clarity through contrast, like you teach. You see, your fear is showing you what you don't want. Now you're clear on what you do want, and now you know where to focus on, exactly what you want to visualize, and what steps you can take to minimize whatever risk that you are perceiving. So fear gives us incredible information.
Absolutely. So I know you have a free gift for everybody, which is just very nice and sweet of you because you have this amazing book that hit the bestseller on Amazon. So I'd love for you to share what that is and how everybody can get it.
Yes, I know that your viewers are amazing women who want to dream big and really want to live the life of their dream.
Men too.
Like you said, they can have it all. And men too.
Yes,
men
for sure.
Actually, it's for my book is for everybody, men and women. My gift today, I want to give your audience a copy of the entire book so they can get excited about dreaming bigger, get the clarity about exactly what it is that they want to create in their lives. And then through metaphysics, business strategy, psychology, mindset, creating new habits, self-love, and all of the other components that they want to be able to implement to really create their dream life. So it's all in the book. There will be a link right below to get the copy of the entire book. And I also would like to invite them to a teleseminar that I'm doing next week. So there will be information on the website as well to check it out because the book is obviously helpful. All the information is there. But I would like to give more to your audience. I would like to have an hour with them where I can answer questions and teach more. I created a course from the book and I work with people one-on-one and in groups. It really helps to have that interaction, that opportunity to call in and ask questions, and I'd love to hear from them about what their big dream is and take questions also about my path if they're interested in knowing how it all unfolded. And even meeting you was incredibly powerful in my career as well. It's just beautiful the way that the universe helps us when we say yes to our big dream.
Yes, absolutely. So everybody go below the video and get the link, and you'll get the free PDF download of Size Matters, which is Audrey's new book and a beautiful book. If I say so myself, I did the foreword on her book. So go ahead and receive that, and then you'll get the invitation also for her free teleseminar. So everybody just let us know. Let me know what you're taking away from this information, how this has helped you, what impact it's had on you today. And I wish you all a very blessed week. Thank you so much, Audrey, for being on the show.
Thank you, Christy.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
So as always, the best discussions happen after the episode at ChristyWhitman.com, where you can join my community, which I call my family. You'll receive free teleseminars, webinars, ebooks, videos, and much more just by being part of the community. Did you like this video? Then subscribe and share it with everybody you know. Check out these other related videos to help you get inspired and informed.